Want to speak real Urdu from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at urdupod101.com.
Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned some words used when apologizing in Urdu, including maaf kijiye. In this lesson, you are going to learn numbers in Urdu. Yes, numbers. Tadad. From 1 to 10. And you are going to learn them in only 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Are you ready? Let's start. Ek. Ek. Do. Do. Teen. Teen. Char. Char. Panch. Panch. Chhe. Chhe. Saat. Saat. Aat. Aat. No. No. Das. Das. Okay, now repeat after me. I will say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. Ek. Do. Teen. Char. Panch. Chhe. Saat. Aat. No. Das. Great job. What is before ek? Do you know? It's 0, of course, which in Urdu is sifar. Sifar. Now you don't have any more excuses. You can give your friends your cell phone number in Urdu. Let's try it together. To say my phone number is in Urdu, first say the phrase Mera phone number, then say your cell phone number and finally say hai. Mera phone number. Your phone number hai. For example, Mera phone number 902 557 224 8 hai. Can you understand it by yourself? 902 557 224 8. Perfect. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Did you know that in Urdu, numbers have their own script that is similar to the Hindu-Arabic numeral system? Yes, that's right. They don't look like the numbers we are used to seeing in the Western world. But with just a little more effort, you can not only say the numbers in Urdu, you'll be able to read them as well. Do you know the Urdu word for 100? In the next lesson, you are going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Urdu. Your task now is to practice the numbers we studied in this lesson, from 1 to 10. फिर मिलेंगे. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned how to introduce yourself in Urdu. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to use good manners when you thank people. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. Saying thank you in Urdu is very easy. It's just one word. Shukriya. Shukriya. Shukriya means thank you. You can emphasize shukriya by adding बहुत, which means very much. So it becomes बहुत शुक्रिया. बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you very much. So now you have learned how to say thank you in Urdu. But how will you reply if someone else says thank you to you? In Urdu, you are welcome is sometimes expressed as आपका खैर मुकद्दम है. आपका खैर मुकद्दम है. You can also respond to someone who has thanked you by using another expression. This is कोई बात नहीं, which literally means it's nothing. कोई बात नहीं. कोई बात नहीं. So when someone says shukriya to you, you can simply reply with कोई बात नहीं or आपका खैर मुकद्दम है. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Pakistanis do not always use the expressions for thank you and you are welcome in everyday situations. It is a concept literally translated from English. Native speakers often show politeness simply by using polite pronouns and verb forms while speaking. Do you know what Subha Bakhair means? In our next lesson, you will learn this and other greetings in Urdu. फिर मिलेंगे. See you then.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.
Hi everyone! Do you know how to say I love you in Urdu? In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with how to express your feelings to your loved one.
मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ.
Or if you want to explain those butterflies in your stomach, you can say
मैं तुम्हारा दीवाना हूँ. मैं तुम्हारा दीवाना हूँ. मैं तुम्हारा दीवाना हूँ.
And when you feel that I love you is not enough, you can say
आपके लिए मेरी मोहब्बत को अल्फाज बयान नहीं कर सकते. आपके लिए मेरी मोहब्बत को अल्फाज बयान नहीं कर सकते. आपके लिए मेरी मोहब्बत को अल्फाज बयान नहीं कर सकते.
You just learned 3 different ways to say I love you in Urdu. And if you're interested in learning more, don't forget to download your free Romance and Love cheat sheet, which includes romantic words, compliments, and pickup lines. Check out the description below and go to urdupod101.com now. See you next time.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Afra and welcome to our series Top Words. Today we are going to do Top 25 Urdu verbs. Let's get started. Hona, to be. So the first word is hona, to be. Aapko wahan hona chahiye. You should be there. This word is used almost in every conversation we have. So it's a very good word to remember, and hopefully when you are going to learn other word patterns, you will get the hang of it, how to use this word. Pasand karna, to like. Pasand karna, to like. मैं उसे पसंद करता हूँ. I like her. It doesn't have to be just one person. You can use it for clothes, for food, for anything. I'll give you another example. I like red color. मुझे लाल रंग पसंद है. करना, to do. करना, to do. क्या आप ये काम कर सकते हैं? Can you do this? The word karna literally means to do, and we use it with a lot of other words. So keep an eye for that one. कहना, to say. कहना, to say. अपने मुल्क के बारे में कुछ कहना. Say something about your country. The word literally explains itself, कहना. So if you have to say anything, you just want to use the word, I want to say this. मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ. वज़ाहत करना, to explain. So the next verb we have is वज़ाहत करना, to explain. अपनी तहकीक की वज़ाहत करें. Explain your research. This is quite a heavy word and you don't hear it a lot in our everyday conversation, but it is a good word to know if you want to explain something to others. Sunna, to hear. Sunna, a very common verb that we use in our everyday conversation, and the English translation would be to hear or to listen. For example, चिड़िया की आवाज़ सुने, hear the sound of a sparrow. I'm going to give you another very casual example that would be मैं गाना सुनती हूँ. I listen to music. So that's pretty much it. Jana, to go. So the next one is one of the most easiest verbs and the most common verbs you will be using if you're speaking Urdu in Pakistan, and that would be jana, to go. For example, सामने की नशिस्त पर जाएं, go to the front seat. If you want to go to a restaurant or to anywhere, just say to the auto driver or the taxi driver, मुझे वहाँ जाना है. I want to go there. So you just put the name of the location instead of वहाँ. मुझे मीनार पाकिस्तान जाना है. I want to go to मीनार Pakistan. Probably you'll be using it a lot if you're a tourist. जानना, to know. जानना, to know. मुझे आपके बारे में जानकर खुशी हुई. I'm happy to know about you. If you really like someone in Pakistan and you would like to know them better, all you have to say is, मैं आपको जानना चाहता हूँ. I would like to know you better. लेना, to take. लेना, to take. खाना ले लो, take the food. As the young generation speaks kind of slang Urdu, so we tend to use this word instead of the word खरीदना, which means to buy. For example, मुझे बाजार से कपड़े लेना है. I want to buy clothes from the market. I know, even though the word means to take, but you can use it both ways. You will hear it in almost all the conversations if you're having with your friend. So if you ask her, what do you want? तुम्हें क्या लेना है? For example, मुझे बाजार से जूता लेना है. I want to buy a pair of shoes from the market. So I can also use the word खरीदना in the same sentence, but because people tend to use easy English, so they'll just use the word लेना. देखना, to see. देखना, to see. मैंने आज एक फिल्म देखी. I saw a movie today. आना, to come. आना, to come. वो नहीं आएगा. He will not come. Yes, this is an everyday word that we use to indicate about our schedule. So I think it is a good word to know. People also use it together with jana. So if you remember previously, I told you jana means to go and ana means to come. सोचना, to think. सोचना, to think. मैं पार्टी में जाने का सोच रहा हूँ. I'm thinking of going to the party. So it's a pretty easy word, and if you don't have any confirmed plans or you're not sure about your choice of food or clothes or people, you can just use the word सोचना. मैं सोच रहा हूँ. Yes, I'm thinking about it, you know. चाहना, to want. चाहना, to want. आप क्या चाहते हैं? What do you want? This word again can be used for anything in terms of food, clothing, fashion, movie, or whatever you're looking for. So I'll give you another example. मुझे ये कपड़े चाहिए. I want that dress. देना, to give. देना, to give. मुझे पानी देना. Give me water. It is a very common word, and you can observe it especially in the conversation of older siblings when they're talking to their younger ones and they are bossing them around. So there's just like, give me water. मुझे पानी दो. Give me the TV remote control. मुझे remote control दो. It's a good word to know. इस्तेमाल करना, to use. इस्तेमाल करना, to use. ये कलम इस्तेमाल करें. Use this pen. This is a pretty important verb to know. If you want to use some facilities in a restaurant, or you want to just use the bathroom in a shopping mall, so you can just use this word इस्तेमाल करना. For example, can I use this toilet? क्या मैं ये bathroom इस्तेमाल कर सकती हूँ? As Pakistan is quite different from your country, so we don't have very good public toilets, and you might be using this word to use the toilet in a lot of clothing shops because they have better toilets. Talash karna, to find. Talash karna, to find. As I explained previously, that we tend to use the verb karna in conjunction with many other verbs. I'll give you a sentence. Sui talash karna mushkil hai. It's hard to find the needle. Karna gives or implies the meaning of to do. Bahir jana, to go out. Bahir jana, to go out. Bahir mat jaएं, don't go out. Puchna, to ask. Puchna, to ask. Usse pata pucheं. Ask him for the address. It's a good word to know if you're a tourist in Pakistan because you'll be asking for the locations a lot, and people are quite kind to let you know the exact location of the place. But apart from that, you also use this word a lot in our daily conversation because Pakistani people have a kind of joint family system, and you tend to ask many things from your parents. So it's a good word to know anyway. Kaam karna, to work. Kaam karna, to work. Aap kaam karte hain? Do you work? So guys, this verb has, I think, two meanings, and you can use it either way. Kaam literally translates as work, and this work could be your job, but it can also be any other task. For example, मुझे आज घर का काम है. I have house chores to do today. दाखिल होना, to enter. दाखिल होना, to enter. कमरे में दाखिल हो जाएं. Enter the room. महसूस करना, to feel. महसूस करना, to feel. मैं थका हुआ महसूस कर रहा हूँ. I'm feeling tired. Sometimes you don't have to use the verb महसूस करना in a normal conversation. You can just put the feeling itself. For example, मैं खुश हूँ. I'm happy. I didn't say I feel happy. So there is no need to use the word feel in this very sentence. And it goes the same for all the emotions. Then you just put the emotion itself, but you don't have to use the word feel or महसूस when you're making a sentence. कोशिश करना, to try. कोशिश करना, to try. उसे ख़त्म करने की कोशिश करें. Try to finish it. छोड़ना, to leave. छोड़ना, to leave. तंबाकू नोशी छोड़ना मुश्किल नहीं है. It's not hard to quit smoking. So this word is very common, and you can use the word छोड़ना with almost anything. For example, even with food, with your fashion sense, with movies. So it's a very, very commonly used word. बुलाना, to call. बुलाना, to call. उसे यहाँ बुलाओ. Call him here. I would like to point it out that this word bulana, as I translate it, to call, does not mean to call someone through a telephone or a smartphone. It just means calling a person in person to your office or to your place. If I have to say that I'm going to call him, I will translate it as मैं उसे call करूँगा. I would not say मैं उसे बुलाऊँगा, because bulana means to verbally in person ask someone to come. दौड़ना, to run. दौड़ना, to run. मैं तेज दौड़ता हूँ. I run fast. I hope you liked our video. If you did, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below, and please make sure to check our website www.urdupod101.com. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute mein Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned the phrase क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Meaning, do you speak English? In this lesson, you are going to learn how to apologize in Urdu. There are a number of ways to apologize, but in a formal situation, you should use माफ कीजिए. माफ कीजिए. The first word maaf literally means forgive, and कीजिए is a polite form of the verb meaning please do. So this expression actually means something like forgive me please. Now let's hear it again. माफ कीजिए. Maaf kijiye is used in formal situations when you are communicating with someone you have met for the first time, with elders, and usually also when communicating with women. It is not used among friends or people who are informal with each other. The informal way to say I am sorry is maaf karo. Maaf karo. Let's review. Maaf kijiye is the formal way to say I'm sorry or excuse me. Maaf karo is the informal way to say I'm sorry or excuse me. These are all versatile phrases with a few different meanings, depending on the situation. Whether you are trying to get someone's attention for a question or making your way through a crowded area, or apologizing for stepping on someone's foot, these are all phrases you could use. Now imagine someone says maaf kijiye to you after having done something wrong. How would you respond? In this case, the proper phrase is koi baat nahi. Koi baat nahi. This means something like it doesn't matter. Koi baat nahi. You might remember this phrase from lesson 2. It is the same phrase you can use when responding to someone thanking you. Now it's time for Afra's advice. If someone bumps into you on the streets in Pakistan, don't expect an excuse me, especially in the big cities. Pakistanis are usually very friendly people, but just don't consider excusing themselves for bumping into someone as time well spent. Big crowds are very common in big cities. Unless someone pushes you over so hard you fell on the ground, keep walking. Are you able to count in Urdu? In the next lesson, you will learn the numbers in Urdu from 1 to 10. I'll be waiting for you in our next lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.
Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute mein Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned how to show gratitude to people by saying shukriya. In this lesson, you will learn some of the most common greetings used in Pakistan. क्या आप तैयार हैं? Are you ready? तो चलिए शुरू करें. So let's begin. Let's start with a greeting you are sure to have heard before. Assalamu alaikum. This is a phrase that is so closely associated with Pakistan and Islamic culture that it has become famous all over the world. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. The phrase Assalamu alaikum is actually Arabic for peace be on you. We use it as a formal as well as a friendly greeting. It's used when people meet at any time of the day, morning, noon, or evening. Use this and you will surely impress your Pakistani friends. In Urdu, using different greetings for each time of the day is not very common. When talking to friends, we usually just use the English phrases, but there are equivalent Urdu versions. They are just not used that often. If you meet someone before noon, you can say Subha bakhair. Subha bakhair. For later in the day, you can say Sham bakhair. Sham bakhair. But most of the time, you can just say Assalamu alaikum and not worry about it. Now let's move on to the expressions we use for saying goodbye in Urdu. A parting expression that we can use for all occasions is phir milenge, which means see you. Phir milenge. Phir milenge. The first word phir means again, and the second word milenge means we will meet. Let's look at one more expression. Alvida. Alvida is an Urdu word which means farewell. Alvida. Alvida. It is an appropriate choice when parting for a long time or forever. Now it's time for Afra's advice. As we learned in this lesson, Assalamu alaikum can be used at any time of the day. But this all-around greeting is not just for saying hello, but for saying goodbye as well. It really is a very useful phrase and you should remember it by heart. In the next lesson, you will learn the meaning of the phrase, "Kya aap Angrezi bolte hain?" Do you already know it? I'll be waiting to tell you about it in our next lesson. Phir milenge. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Afra. Welcome to Urdu Top Words. Today's lesson is Top 25 Phrases in Urdu. So let's get started. Hello. 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 Aap kaise hain? Hi. How are you? So hi and hello is basically the same thing in Urdu, and we translate it as hello. It's a very casual word and you can use it with your friends, family, with anyone, I guess. Subah bakhair. Good morning. Subah bakhair. Good morning. Subah bakhair, aapka din acha guzrega. Good morning, have a nice day. Dopahar bakhair. Good afternoon. Dopahar bakhair. Good afternoon. Dopahar bakhair. Dopahar ka khana kha liya. Good afternoon. Have you done lunch? I think this word is not very commonly used in Pakistan. Instead, I would recommend to use Assalamu alaikum or hello whenever you meet some person. You don't have to keep track of time as in like good morning, good afternoon, or good night. It's not very common. Shabba bakhair. Good night. Shabba bakhair. Good night. Shabba bakhair. Kal milenge. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. This word is not very commonly used again, but maybe typical Urdu-speaking families might be using it. You can use it with your friends, family, and also you can use it formally. Anyway, it's a good word to remember. Aapka naam kya hai? What's your name? Aapka naam kya hai? What is your name? You can use this sentence with anyone. Any new person you meet, just ask the question, what's your name? Aapka naam kya hai? Main Afra hoon. I am Afra. Main Afra hoon. I am Afra. So, if you observe in this sentence, after main, you have to use your name and then hoon. In any kind of place, you can just use it to tell other people your name. I am Afra. Main Afra hoon. Try it with your name. Aapse milkar khushi hui. Nice to meet you. Aapse milkar khushi hui. Nice to meet you. Probably you'll be using it a lot in your formal meetings with new people. Aap kaise hain? How are you? Aap kaisi hain? How are you? Aap kaise hain? How are you? Aap kaisi hain? How are you? So if you have observed, I've used kaisi and kaise. Kaisi is used for female and kaise is used for male. मैं ठीक हूँ, शुक्रिया, और आप? I'm fine, thanks, and you? मैं ठीक हूँ, शुक्रिया, और आप? I'm fine, thanks, and you? So you can use this sentence to ask the other person when you reply that you are okay. बराहे मेहरबानी, please. बराहे मेहरबानी, please. बराहे मेहरबानी मेरी मदद कीजिए. Please help me. Anywhere you want to use please, just add the word barahe meherbani. For example, please do this for me. Barahe meherbani, मेरे लिए ये काम कीजिए. आपका शुक्रिया. Thank you. आपका शुक्रिया. Thank you. मेरी मदद करने के लिए आपका शुक्रिया. Thank you for helping me. It can be used formal and it can also be used in an informal setting. That's pretty much it. खुशामदीद. You're welcome. खुशामदीद. You're welcome. I would say that this word is used a lot, but not in the context of saying you're welcome when somebody says thank you to you. This word is more used in the context of welcoming someone in your house or welcoming a customer in the restaurant. जी हाँ. Yes. जी हाँ. Yes. उस्ताद, आपने अपना काम मुकम्मल कर लिया है? Teacher, have you finished your work? शागिर्द, जी हाँ. Student, yes. Basically, when you need to give your consent to someone, when you just need to nod, when you just need to say yes, so you can use this word, जी हाँ. If you're in an informal setting, like with your friends or family, sometimes you can just say हाँ. जी नहीं. No. जी नहीं. No. आपने इम्तिहान की तैयारी कर ली है? Have you finished your preparation for exam? जी नहीं. No. If you're in an informal setting, I would recommend using just नहीं. ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. ये आपके साथ ठीक है? Is it okay with you? This word is very commonly used in Pakistan. Mostly people use it at the end of almost all the sentences just to give their consent that they are okay with it. So, ठीक है, ठीक है, okay, ठीक है. माफ कीजिएगा. Excuse me. माफ कीजिएगा. Excuse me. माफ कीजिएगा, ये मेरी सीट है. Excuse me, this is my seat. This word is very polite and mostly used in a formal situation, or I would say like people you don't know with, you can use it, but definitely not with friends and family. क्या वक्त हुआ है? What time is it? क्या वक्त हुआ है? What time is it? You can use this sentence to ask time. Any part of the day is okay. बैतुल खला कहाँ है? Where is the restroom? बैतुल खला कहाँ है? Where is the toilet? Baitul Khala, toilet. In Pakistan, many people can speak English, so English has become a part of Urdu to some extent. So we use the word bathroom commonly instead of Baitul Khala. So if you go to a person and just say, bathroom kahan hai, it would be okay. Where is the toilet? Where is the bathroom? Instead of using the word Baitul Khala. कुछ देर इंतज़ार करें. Wait a moment. कुछ देर इंतज़ार करें. Wait a moment. It's a very formal sentence and I think it's a good one to remember. इसकी कीमत कितनी है? How much is this? इसकी कीमत कितनी है? How much is this? This kind of sentence can be used in any market and at any time and by anyone, male or female. बराहे मेहरबानी मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Could I get the check please? बराहे मेहरबानी मुझे चेक मिल सकता है? Could I get the check please? There's more than one way of saying it. Instead of the word check, you can also use the word bill. Bill is the same as in English bill, like the billing. So I would recommend using that word more often. It's more understandable and more commonly used. Madad, help. Madad, help. मैं तूफान में फंस गया हूँ, मेरी मदद करें. I'm stuck in a storm, help me. Just saying the word madad doesn't make any sense, like help. Maybe it makes sense in English but not in Urdu. So when you say in Urdu, you might need to add something to the word madad. For example, मेरी मदद करें, please help me. बराहे मेहरबानी मदद करें, please help. बाद में मिलते हैं, see you later. बाद में मिलते हैं, see you later. अभी मैं मसरूफ हूँ, बाद में मिलते हैं. I'm busy at the moment, see you later. This phrase is very commonly used among friends. मुझे मालूम नहीं. I don't know. मुझे मालूम नहीं. I don't know. You can use this phrase for anything, for any kind of information that you don't know. You can just say, मुझे मालूम नहीं. I don't know. Not just for information, but information related to a person. For example, where is Ali? Ali कहाँ है? मुझे मालूम नहीं. I don't know. खुदा हाफिज. Goodbye. खुदा हाफिज. Goodbye. जाने का वक्त है. खुदा हाफिज. It's time to go. Goodbye. This is the end of the lesson. If you like our video, please remember to give us a thumbs up. Please comment below and don't forget to check our website urdupod101.com. Allah Hafiz. अस्सलामुअलैकुम. मेरा नाम अफरा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Hi, my name is Afra. Nice to meet you. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In this series, you are going to learn basic Urdu expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to introduce yourself in Urdu. There are only 2 sentences you need to know. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Hi, my name is Afra. Nice to meet you. Start by saying Assalamu alaikum. Then say मेरा नाम, then your name, and then say है. Please repeat after me. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम, your name, है. Finally, say आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Together we have Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Let's take a closer look at the first sentence. First is the phrase Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum in Urdu is equivalent to hello. Next is mera, meaning my. This is a way to refer to yourself which can be used by both men and women. Next we have naam, meaning name. Then you say your name, and finally we have hai. Hai is attached to the end of the sentence and literally means to exist. In the first sentence, we have the construction mera plus naam plus your name plus hai. The structure of simple Urdu sentences is different from English. In Urdu, the word order is subject, object, verb. The second sentence we have is आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई can be used by both men and women. It means nice to meet you. It is used when meeting someone for the first time. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Again, all together it is Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. आपसे मिलकर खुशी हुई. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Pakistani people do generally shake hands with people of the same gender and often hug them as well. If you're unsure, just say Assalamu alaikum and shake hands with people of the same gender as you. However, in a business situation or with people from the opposite gender, you might refrain from shaking hands. Do you know how we say thank you in Urdu? You will learn how to say this and many other words in the next lesson. फिर मिलेंगे. See you then. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned the most common forms of greetings in Urdu. Do you remember them? In this lesson, you are going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you are asking it in Urdu, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you are saying, even if their answer is no. Let's start with the formal expression. First though, take note that in Urdu, verbs change depending on the number and gender of the noun. So when asking a man if he speaks English, you would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? But to ask a woman if she speaks English, you would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? Let's have a closer look. First, we have kya, a question marker which comes at the beginning of the sentence. Next is aap. This is the respectful word for you and is used in formal situations. You should always use it with people you don't know or with elders. Next, we have angrezi, which means English. Next is the verb bolte, meaning to speak. It is used when the subject is masculine. We use bolti when the subject is feminine. And finally, we have hain. Hain is a sentence-ending particle used with aap. Once more, when asking a man, it's क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? And when asking a woman, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? Now let's make this sentence informal. First, we need to use the informal version of you, which is tum. If we change the word for you, we will also change the sentence ending particle to ho. Everything else stays the same. When speaking to younger people, it's acceptable to use this informal form, in which case you will say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? To ask a young man or a boy, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? And when you're asking a young woman or a girl, you will say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? The responses you will receive could be one of these three. हाँ, yes, हाँ, थोड़ी बहुत, a little, थोड़ी, बहुत, नहीं, no, I don't, नहीं. Now let's review one more time. To ask a man in a formal situation if he speaks English, we would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? And to ask a woman in a formal situation, we would say, क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलती हैं? To ask a man in an informal situation, we would say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलते हो? And to ask a woman in an informal situation, we would say, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? Now it's time for Afra's advice. Pakistan was once for a long time part of the British Empire, and so today English is one of the official languages of Pakistan. When visiting tourist areas, you are sure to meet many people who can communicate with you in English. Still, a large part of the population cannot understand English, and you can never go wrong knowing the local language. How do you say, I'm sorry in Urdu? In the next lesson, we will learn ways to apologize. It's never too late to show your good manners with Pakistani people. I'll see you in our next lesson. फिर मिलेंगे. Assalamualaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi everybody, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. Do you remember them? Just in case you have forgotten, I'll tell you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's continue from 11. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19. Urdu numbers from 1 to 100 are quite irregular with no definite pattern. So the only way to learn them is to memorize them. It might seem daunting at first, but you will soon recognize a rough pattern. Now, here are the rest of the tens. 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90. While you have to memorize many of the numbers, there is a trick that will make memorizing them easy. Notice that 30 is 30 and 40 is 40. Do you remember what 3 and 4 are in Urdu? Well, let me remind you. 3 is teen and 4 is char. As you can see, the sound T of teen, which is 3, is used in 30 or 30. Teen, 30. Similarly, the sound cha in char, which is 4, is used in 40 or 40. Char, 40. Do you see other similarities? 5 in Urdu is panch, while 50 is pachas. The common sound is pa. Unfortunately, this does not apply to all numbers. 60 in Urdu is sat, while 6 is che. As you can see, there is no common sound. The last thing to learn in this lesson is how to form compound numbers above 20. You already know that the number patterns in Urdu are quite irregular. So you might be wondering if you have to memorize each and every compound number. The answer is yes, you do. However, we are going to make your life a little bit easier with this brilliant tip. For any number between 20 and 99, you will say a variation of the numbers 1 to 9, followed by the tens. Let's try it out. How would you say 34 in Urdu? You first say a variation of 4, followed by a variation of 30. So 34 is literally read as 430, which is chontis. Here, chon is a variation of the number 4 or char, and tis is a variation of 30. Chon, tis. 61 is iksat, which is literally read as 160. Ik is a variation of ek for 1, while sat is a variation of sat for 60. Ik, sat. Let's look at one more number, 95. In Urdu, it is 95, which is literally read as 590. Pacha is a variation of panch for 5, and 90 is a variation of 90 for 90. 95. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Did you get until number 99? Here is another number you might want to know. 100. 100. That's 100 in Urdu. Congratulations! Now you are able to count to 100 in Urdu. In the next lesson, we are going to put your number knowledge to use. Do you have all the skills you need to go shopping in Pakistan? If not, I'll be waiting for you in our next 3 minute में Urdu lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.